Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tiger Eye. Tomorrow will be a little bit different than most because of the blood drive, but that is exactly why we sent Addie out to learn a little bit more from some giving blood. With the blood drive happening, the Powder Puff Games are sure to follow on December 7th, making for a great second segment this week. And on our third and final segment, Casey is talking with some of the student body about their Thanksgiving traditions. First off this week, let's give it to Addie.
Donating blood is for a great cause, and you can save multiple lives by donating blood tomorrow at the American Red Cross Blood Drive.
Having blood drives at schools or a place in the community helps strengthen the community and save lives.
It is a good community service, and you're helping out with the blood bank. A lot of the blood's used locally, and it does help save lives. Every pint will save 3 lives.
Ava Thomas and Rose Stillwell tells us the reason behind their donation and how their experience with it went.
Ms. Bass really influenced me with health science too, telling us about the benefits and people who are in need.
My parents have been donating blood for a while, and a lot of my friends were going to sign up for the blood drive, so I decided to do it, and it was a really great experience. They really took care of you.
The health science classes are helping out with the blood drive, so Ms. Bass tells us what they gained from this.
We learned to work together as a team, and we're once again also doing some community service in helping saving lives.
Make sure you are hydrated and have eaten a healthy breakfast. And don't forget, you have to be at least 16 years old, have a signed consent paper, and some form of photo ID.
Thanks, Addie. I didn't donate blood last year, but I did sign up to donate blood this year. Something else I'm doing new this year is Powder Puff, which brings us to our next segment. Alex?
Powder Puff is getting really close, you guys. The fight for supremacy between all 4 grade levels and the battle between Ford's most athletic women is about to happen. There are so many reasons for you to be more excited than the players are for this event, but for that to be true, you'd have to know what Powder Puff is first.
So Powder Puff is something that I took over, well, I say we took over as a program probably about 6 years ago. It's just a way for the females in our school to participate in a competitive football game.
Ever since Powder Puff has been around, there have been some memorable moments.
So junior year, it was a very close game with the seniors, and we were on defense. And Avery Dale, she comes off the line, and she went to pull the flag, but she popped some girl right in the eye, busted the crap out of her eye. That's by far my favorite moment.
One moment that stands out was probably seeing Samaria her freshman year, and she cramped up on the 2-yard line and almost had a chance to win it for the freshmen.
The games are intense to say the least, and there are so many little aspects that go into the game, but one very important one is communication.
I'd say communication is most important, to know what plays you're going to do and who you're going to throw the ball to and who you're going to guard and who's good at catching from the other team too.
Just like any other sport, I'm sure communications, it's got to be there for any sport, in particular a sport that people feel uncomfortable with. The communication needs to be at a high level so everybody's on the same page.
Not every team is the same, each team having their own skill set and strengths that they'll use in order to win.
Like I said, all of us are really close, and we all know how to work together, and we have really good coaches that know a lot about football.
We got athletes. We got some girls that can run. We got a couple girls that have some height, so we're gonna put our height on their height. We got girls that can run, and most of these girls are friends, so they know each other. They're gonna talk and they can run. They're athletes.
We are like a team. We all know each other pretty well, and we're gonna work together to win. So that's definitely gonna be our biggest asset to beating the seniors.
We are loaded with athletes. Anywhere on the field, we have an insane athlete. Receiver, running back, quarterback. I mean, they're everywhere. There's no competing with that.
The team to beat are last year's defending champs, the seniors, and everyone is trying to find a way to take down the defending champs.
I think the biggest weakness would definitely be Mari, just because we know a lot of the players on the junior team are soccer players, so we know how Mari plays, and I think we can beat her just because we know her so well.
Oh, they don't really have a weakness. They got it all. They got girls that can throw it. They got girls that can catch it. They got speed. They got height. They have 3.5 years of practicing together. There's not really a weakness with them.
You do not want to be anywhere else but the Powder Puff game on December 7th. Don't forget, it is $5. And why wouldn't you want to be at the Powder Puff game?
I'm just excited to beat the freshmen. That's all we want to do. That's our one goal. One goal is just beat them.
To all the grade levels, you can try and beat us, but it's just not going to happen, especially because I'm on the team.
You're going to lose by 100, and you're not scoring a single point.
I'm really excited for Powder Puff, although I think the one thing I'm probably a little more excited for is Thanksgiving break, which is right around the corner. So to get everyone ready for Thanksgiving, Casey is asking students and staff some of their traditions for Thanksgiving.
We are getting into the holiday season, and Thanksgiving is upon us. It's a day to appreciate the things you are thankful for. Miss Steele and Miss Boss like the feeling that comes with the time of Thanksgiving.
My favorite part is just being able to slow down and spend time with family. We try to spend not just like the meal together, but we spend the rest of the day. And so we'll sit around and play games and, just socialize. And it's that slower time right before Christmas that we really enjoy.
Everybody contributes to it, so it's not like one person has like a ton of pressure on them. Like sometimes Christmas can get really stressful, or birthdays do. So Thanksgiving really is like to stop and just enjoy your company and kind of the simplicity of things.
Every household is different, and as years go on, plans can change. Kaylee and Miss Steele state how their Thanksgiving looks now in comparison to other years.
When I used to live in Florida, it was like my whole family, but now it's just like my grandma and like my aunts and cousins.
We used to have, when my husband and I first got married, we had actually 3 days of Thanksgiving.
Although the location of Thanksgiving can change, Miss Boss and Kaylee try to keep their traditions alive.
After we eat, we always put the Christmas tree up and like all the decorations.
So one time we went to like the mall to look at the Black Friday shoppers, just like to get out of the way when I was like a teenager, so my mom could like clean all the dishes and stuff. And so it kind of became a weird family tradition of like not going Black Friday shopping, but just going to like spectate the crazy people.
With multiple traditions comes traditional food, but Miss Boss and Kaylee have their own ideas about which food should not be served at Thanksgiving.
Stuffing. Yeah, I don't know, I've never really liked it. It's just nasty.
Turkey's gotta go. I hate to say it, it's controversial. Most of the time it's dry. A lot of people don't know how to cook it. When you look at your plate, it's like 90% sides anyway, so I'd say really save yourself the money, the heartache, get rid of the turkey.
Thanksgiving is a day to be with loved ones, and I hope you all can enjoy your time during this break.
Thanks, Casey. Before we end this episode, it's time to see who the Tiger Tail winners are for this month.
This month for Tiger Tails, my selection was Miss Kelly Cooley, a world history teacher here at Ford. Just overall, every time I've been in that classroom, she just has impressed me with the amount of planning that she's put into her lessons, and how the quality of writing that they're putting out in that classroom is really what's been impressive. How they're summarizing learning, and it's just been really good instruction going on in there. And so really hats off to Miss Cooley.
Well, Miss Carpenter came in, she's a hard worker. She takes a lot of pride in keeping Fred T. Ford in top-notch shape. She works hard every day. She goes above and beyond to help support not only every teacher in this school, her custodial staff, and all the staff members at Ford.
Ms. Shuffler is just the epitome of a great teacher and a leader in the building. She wears many hats. She is our super guru for helping teachers and students with technology. She is now leading the teacher cadet class. She is also a teacher leader with helping our teachers learn Canvas. So she is a presenter, she is a helper, she is anything and everything to everybody.
Congratulations to our winners. We hope you all enjoy your Thanksgiving break. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and we'll see you the next.